If you've ever felt pulled in 1,000 directions and found yourself thinking, I just need a minute to get clear, you're not alone. And there is a way to get clear, and it's not from thinking harder. We just automatically start thinking harder, like trying to figure it out. What can I do? But instead, it comes from learning how to come back to yourself by noticing where your attention is and choosing where to place it. That's where clarity begins. And that is at the heart of the unwinding compass, your attention. Your attention is what is at the heart of the unwinding compass, learning to train it and choose where you want it to go, what you want it to be thinking about, rather than just spinning in thought loops. That's what I call that when you're trying to figure it all out. Um, so the Unwinding Compass is a science-backed, mindfulness-based framework I created to help you do exactly that. A traditional compass that we use has 4 points, NESW for north, south, east, and west. Like many traditional cultures, the Unwinding Compass has 5 points. The center of the compass is also a point. And that's important because traditions and cultures that have the center as a point on their compass, they see themselves as part of nature, not separate from it. And we tend to uh, spin out lots of feelings of isolation and aloneness, or I didn't do it right. Those feelings of separation come from not having the mindset to come into wholeness. And so that's what the Unwinding Compass helps you do. I believe, and I've seen it with myself, in myself, and the people that I work with time and time again, that when you practice using this inner compass that unwinds you from that sense of separation, there is naturally an experience of a greater connection and a sense of wholeness. So I want to share with you the compass. I'm gonna draw it out for you right now. So here, let's just say this is a compass, right? We've got an N, an E, an S, and a W. So in the unwinding compass, let's just show you the unwinding compass. N is notice. So notice creates a pause. And you can do that real easily. You can notice anything, but it helps at the beginning to just notice your breath. Notice your breath. And then that directs your attention where you want it to go. And then E is explore. So you can just keep that going right there. And we explore with curiosity. So ask a question. Where is my breath going? How deep am I breathing? Just get curious. You can get curious about the breath. You can get curious about anything, but when you're first starting out, get curious about your breath. Really helps to get your brain out of lock mode, get you off the thought loop carousel, which is what I like to call it, and then savor with appreciation. So you've explored with curiosity, you've asked, oh, where's my breath going? What's my breath doing? Now, oh, how does that feel? Oh, I feel some tension here. I feel some tightness. I didn't notice that crick in my neck. I was too busy. Oh, that actually, I feel a little more openness, a little more spaciousness now that I've paused and taken a breath. So that's savor with appreciation. And it's just a moment that to pause and celebrate the small, celebrate whatever is happening that is small. And then your mind is going to wander into thinking. That's what it does automatically. That's just the automatic response. And so your mind wanders. We think, oh, it's not supposed to, we're not supposed to do that. I'm not being mindful if I wander into thinking. That is not true at all. The part that's the mindful part is when you notice that you're thinking, you've wandered into thinking, and you can return. And the return is here to the center. So we've got notice, explore, savor, wander, and then the center. And the important part about this that's so great about the center is that when you are living from your center, when you are in alignment, connected, when you feel grounded, when you're feeling your wholeness and you're in this place of centeredness, you're in a more of an expanded state, and you can notice, explore, savor, and even notice that you're wandering into thinking all at the same time. You can do all of that from your center. So whether you're caught in spiraling thoughts, overwhelmed by emotion, or just feeling disconnected, this compass gives you something steady to hold on to. It's not about being perfect or doing it right or having all the answers. It's about learning how to listen inward with presence. And you cannot do this compass wrong. You don't have to start with notice. Noticing your breath is it's just a doorway in, but say you're being curious about something, especially about something you're thinking or feeling, and then you can savor that or notice when your mind has wandered into a thinking, brooding, doom scrolling place and notice your breath from there. So there's many ways to use this compass. If you want a simple way to feel more grounded and more yourself, even when life doesn't slow down, because often it can't. The Unwinding Compass is a beautiful place to begin. You can take it with you and have it with you everywhere. I teach it in depth inside my 6-week immersion, the Clarity Code, but you can start using it right now in the download that will be in the description of this post. It's the Inner Compass Check-in. And try it out, use it. You can carry it with you and have it for whenever you need to be more grounded, connected, when you feel like you just need a minute to get clear or you're being pulled in 1,000 directions. It's something you can use instantly. It's doable. It's easy to remember, and it's a framework that will help you to ground and anchor. So download your free PDF today, and I would love to hear how it is working for you. So let me know.